In a small town, surrounded by rolling hills, Max had been plagued by terrifying nightmares every night. He would wake up drenched in sweat, his heart pounding in his chest. Each night, the nightmares grew worse, and he would see strange creatures lurking in the shadows. One night, his nightmares became all too real when he discovered that the monsters from his dreams had come to life and were trying to kill him. He woke up to find himself in a strange forest, with towering trees that seemed to reach up to the sky. The air was thick with fog, and he could hear strange noises coming from all around him. Suddenly, he heard a rustling in the bushes. He turned around to see a creature that looked like a giant spider, with 8 legs and glowing red eyes. It lunged at him, and Max ran as fast as he could, trying to escape. He stumbled and fell, and the spider was upon him in an instant. It sank its fangs into Max's arm, and he screamed in pain. But then, something strange happened. The spider suddenly disappeared, and Max found himself back in his own bed. He thought it was all just a nightmare, but then he noticed something strange. There was a mark on his arm, where the spider had bitten him. It was a strange symbol that he had never seen before. Max knew he had to find out what was going on. He started to research the symbol, and he discovered that it was connected to an old legend about a witch named Alice. According to the legend, Alice had been a powerful sorceress who had lived in the hills surrounding the town. She had been feared and revered by the people, who believed that she had the power to control the creatures of the forest. Max realized that the creatures from his nightmares were real, and that they were under Alice's control. He knew he had to confront her and put an end to the nightmares once and for all. He gathered his courage and set out into the hills, determined to face his fears. As he walked, he could hear strange whispers and moans coming from the trees. He knew that Alice was watching him, and he felt a chill run down his spine. But he kept going, until he finally reached a clearing where Alice was waiting for him. Alice was a tall, thin woman with long black hair and piercing green eyes. She looked at Max with a mixture of curiosity and amusement. "What brings you here, little boy?" she asked. Max took a deep breath and said, "I want you to stop the nightmares. I want to be free from your control." Alice laughed. "You think you can challenge me? You are nothing but a mere mortal, and I am a powerful sorceress. You are no match for me." Max stood his ground. He knew that he had to face his fears and stand up to Alice, no matter what the cost. He closed his eyes and focused all his energy, until he felt a surge of power coursing through his veins. He opened his eyes and saw that the creatures around Alice were starting to shrink and disappear. Alice looked at him in shock. "How is this possible?" she whispered. Max smiled. "I may be just a little boy, but I have the power of my own mind and heart. And that is stronger than any magic." With those words, Alice disappeared, and Max felt a sense of peace and freedom that he had never felt before. He knew that the nightmares were gone for good, and that he had conquered his fears. He walked back to town, feeling proud and strong, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.